and my two schoolfellows, whom I will trust as I will adders fanged.
Alright, so ready to continue with construction to the tub. So when I last left you guys, we were going to put this piece in by flipping this thing over, but I realized this has to go on top like so. There it goes. It has to go on top like so, and I want to have a way to clamp that thing down, but I want to have it be like completely flush. So what I decided to do is I'm going to tip this thing on its side, and to stop it from going like that, I'm going to stick this in between here, which is not where it goes, but just to keep it square, while I screw and glue and bolt this thing, then I'll flip it back and clamp it and let it dry. Now, I only have 2 long boy clamps, so I'm going to have to do it one side at a time, which is fine, a little time consuming, but whatever. So that's my plan, and I will video every step of the way. Here we go. As you can see, it's kind of flimsy, so I'll take this guy and I'll wedge it in here. Hold on, I'm gonna get my phone down real fast. Like so, as a brace temporarily, so I can then have this one be screwed and glued perfectly square. See, it comes up nice and square now, and then I can clamp it down. So that's my plan. In case you're wondering, same deal, same countersink bolt, same number 6 by 2 inch. That's what I'm gonna be using, because again, oh, actually, we should double check that length. Nah, we're good, plenty of room. Okay, so yeah, number 6 by 2 inch, here we go. There it is, it's done. So screwed, glued, long boys, wait for that to set. I'm gonna flip it over and do the other side the exact same way. In the meantime, I'm gonna continue gluing supports. I only got a couple more to go, so I can knock those out real quick. And then maybe I'll put pieces of the wall together. So I'll keep you posted. Actually, while it's convenient, I've got these connectors I didn't install yet that go here and here respectively. And so I'm just gonna screw and glue those in real quick. Countersink first, obviously, and gonna be using the 1.5 by number 8 for them, and that'll take 3 seconds. I'll do that real quick. I'm just gonna do this side, because then I'll do this side when it's flipped over and more convenient to work with. Easiest part so far, definitely. So that's in there, screwed and glued. And again, I'll do this piece when this whole boy is flipped around, maybe like an hour or 2. The glue actually says in the bottle it sets, you don't need to clamp it after 30 minutes, but I give it an hour or 2 just to play it safe, you know, so better safe than sorry. Good news, everyone.
Good news, everyone.
All these supports are done. They're all done. They just got to be glued, so no more rib supports to do. This is annoying. So if you set your glue upright like this, it runs to the bottom, then you're constantly shaking it like it's a ketchup bottle and the last drop's not coming out, and then trying to keep it like this is annoying. So I might design and 3D print like a stand for this. I could take like 3 seconds in Tinkercad. If I do, I'll share the file with y'all and you can have a glue holder of your own. It's better to keep it face down this way for quick and easy access, or maybe I'm just being autistic about it. I don't know, entirely possible. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go and do the sides now of the walls, if I can move this aside to have enough room to do it. So I'll let you know. Okay, so I had a lot of confusion with this, and I hope I get this right, because if I'm wrong, then I'm steering you in the wrong direction here, and I'm sure TJ will correct me if I'm wrong when he watches this video, as he inevitably will. So here you see right side, there's an R there, and this is the right side bracket. These are side agnostic. So the bottom is at a right angle, but the top is actually angled because it fits like that. Now, this being the right side, this is the right side as you're looking in the cockpit. So this has to be flat because it goes up flush against this. So this needs to be on the opposite side. So the R's that are typed on are gonna be the part that goes up against the seat, like the part that's holding the seat. So I'm gonna flip the sucker over and I'm gonna bolt this to the opposite side. Excuse me. And that's all the sides that all like the ribs and the supports and everything's gonna go like build out that direction. All right, so here we go. All right, I'm gonna use the number 8 1.5 inch here for my plan of attack. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a bolt in all 4 corners to make sure all this lines up. I'm gonna probably start all the screws actually, honestly. And then I'm going to add the glue, a ton on the back side of this, some in between here, and then I'm gonna glue it all together and I'm gonna let it sit. There's really no great way to clamp this, so I mean, with that many screws and that much glue, honestly, it should be fine. So I guess I'll talk to you in a sec. Oh, almost forgot. I don't think these need to be countersink because I don't think anything's going to be going up against this, but just to play it safe, because these screws go really deep, man. If I countersink it completely flush, it still wouldn't poke through. I can always back the screw out a little bit if I need to, I suppose. Yeah, I'll countersink these just to be safe. I mean, why take the shortcut here, you know what I mean? So that's a lot of countersinking. So these line up with these. I tested it, so I'm just gonna glue the heck out of this, get some glue in between here, and do a lot of screwing. I'll be right back. That was a lot of screws. A lot of screws, man. I'm actually worried about running out of these screws, and I use a lot of glue too. I had to make sure it didn't dry to my workbench here. But yeah, feels good. That's gonna be solid. So glue shavings all right now. So I'm gonna go do the other side right now because I mean, like, why not, you know? So here we go. So again, I'm pretty sure I got the left versus right correct here, but just in case I don't, I'm deliberately doing them laid out like this, book matched. That way, if somehow I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure they're side agnostic, and I can just, you know, flip flop the sides if I have to. So worst case scenario, I got that going for me. So all right, same deal with this. Countersink, 4 screws, line the holes, ton of glue, probably the rest of my number 8 screws, and we're off to the races. Yeah, this requires 72 screws. I counted 72 screws out. I've only got like 10 left. So I also found it comes with a bit. I didn't even know that. I've been using my own bit, so that's neat. Whatever. Okay, so those 2 walls are good. That's solid. Took the clamps off. I'm simply going to flip the sucker over and do the exact same thing to the other side. So that's all. Man, I just recorded the whole video and realized I didn't press the record button. Anyway, starting over. This side's done. I actually forgot to countersink these holes. And so I actually had I glued, clamped, screwed, and then realized, or I glued, screwed, and then clamped, realized I stuck out. After it was clamped, back the screws out, countersunk, put the screws back in, no big deal. It's nice and flush. I actually had my girlfriend run the glue there while I held it on its side so the glue didn't drip all out, which it still dripped all out, but you know, whatever, it happens. And then over here, put this piece on, no big deal, really nothing to write home about in this. So that's pretty much it for this. Just gotta put the bottom part on, and then we can lay it right and start to really get working on it. For the rest of the construction part, but integrity-wise, it's pretty. I mean, these clamps at this point are probably pretty redundant because it's held together so well and it's got so much reinforcing itself. So I'm not even terribly worried about it at this point. And then over there, the cockpit tub walls are drying. I don't think there's really anything else I can do at the moment. I guess I could put like the front wall on. Well, I guess not all those clamps are there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I'm going to take a break for a while. I'm going to come back in a half an hour and do some more work after that glue's set. Okay, so I got the sucker turned over, and I'm just test fitting this board, and honestly, it fits like perfectly like a glove, which makes me so happy in my little OCD heart. I am thrilled, over the moon about this. So I've already drilled the pilot holes. I am just going to smear glue all over it and wedge it in there and screw it in, and then put the long boy clamps on it. And that'll be it for the bottom piece for tonight, I think, for this video, at least anyhow. Those are drying pretty nicely. Probably remove the clamps off this. And it's been like an hour or two since I recorded the last section of video. So this is rock solid. It's not even jiggling a little bit. It's moving the whole table. It's not moving itself. So looking pretty good. So yeah. I'll get this glued up and then I'll make another quick video and probably conclude it for the night. Yeah, that's it. So we're gonna have that sit, and these are all done. Took the clamps off, so I got no more struts to do. So I can, honestly, let me do a quick mental inventory here. Yeah, I could finish this tomorrow. There shouldn't be anything else structurally that needs clamps and weird angles to finish. So tomorrow when I get to work, I could definitely finish this guy off. And then I can start making the sides. Let's see, the sides are gonna be, sides might take a couple of sessions because there's gonna be a couple of bottlenecks with the clamps, I think. But yeah, I'll put the front and back on this puppy tomorrow, and I'll put the angled part for the seat tomorrow, and then this will be, and of course the seat supports. That'll be done. Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
Looking pretty good.
All right, well, it's been a fun day full of construction. Thanks y'all for watching, and as always, more to come.